This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And I'm Ray Collins. Hello, early riser. It is the 8th month and the 8th day.
Oh, I did not realize that.
I just found out 2 seconds ago. 8/8/17. Let's go to the real math whiz. Here's John Scalzi.
Well, we are looking at another day that's going to be very similar to yesterday, I can tell you that. Similar but not identical, right? We're looking at chances of showers again at about 40–50% this afternoon. More like early evening, I would say, is the timing. Those showers will probably be ending as they move out into Gulf waters after dark this evening. And then we'll be left with another morning tomorrow, very similar to this morning, with showers out in Gulf waters pushing away from the coast, posing no issues whatsoever for your morning commute, which will be a dry one. We'll have lots of sunshine around. The sunshine will help boost our temperatures again to a warm low 90s. Yesterday we hit 93. We'll probably get very close to that again today, and we'll have that 40–50% chance of late day rains. Complete forecast in a minute.
All right, talk to you soon. 301 northbound showing some congestion as you head toward downtown Braden. Otherwise, all clear right now in Manatee County. Farther south, a few problems there. First off, on the Bayfront, once again, as you go northbound on 41 past the sailor and nurse statue there. Also 41 southbound after you leave the Bee Ridge area and head south. Same thing after Clark Road. Southbound 41 showing some congestion. South County map showing all clear at 5:02 on your Tuesday morning.
Topping our news this morning, it's just days before the start of the school year, and the Manatee County School District is scrambling to find more bus drivers.
That shortage could mean delays in picking up or dropping off students, but a new app could soon help the district communicate with parents during those unfortunate delays. Our own Jess Dowdrick is live in Manatee County to explain. Jess?
Good morning, Jacqueline and Ray. Manatee County School District is still looking for another 10 to 20 bus drivers for this upcoming school year. Now, while that may cause a few delays, the district says that the first month is always a difficult one for the Department of Transportation. That's because parents will register their children for school a little late, which means frequent changes in the bus routes. The good news is, as soon as October, a new app and online website for the district will allow parents to track their child's school bus. The district is hoping it will give parents comfort in knowing exactly when their children will be dropped off and picked up for school, especially when there are delays. The app will update every 15 seconds, so all of the data will be in real time. Right now, the district is testing the app and hope to have it out to parents by October. The district is currently busing 16,000 students a year. That's about 175 bus routes.
Because we have such a school bus driver shortage, one of the things that has happened in the past is that we run a little late delivering children to the stop. So what we have done is try to be proactive in building this app to better provide communication with the parents.
If you're interested in becoming a bus driver for Manatee County School District, you do not need a CDL license. You simply need 5 years of driving experience, a clean background, and a good driving record. If you want to apply, you can go to the district's website. Reporting live in Manatee County, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thanks so much, Jess. I think that app is pretty interesting. I mean, how many times do you send your kids out thinking the bus is coming and then it's not there and you don't know what's going on? And it's a great way to keep track of all of that information.
We'll be talking to the superintendent Thursday morning, Diana Green, about that app and other issues involving Manatee County, which again starts school again on Thursday.
Yep, it is here. Meanwhile, in Venice, a daycare worker is facing child abuse charges after investigators say she slapped a 9-month-old baby.
It allegedly happened at a daycare on Center Road. Our Rick Adams has the latest.
It's a place where a child should be safe, but Sarasota County Sheriff deputies say a baby just 9 months old was hurt at the hands of this woman, 70-year-old Cheryl Ann Bolton. Bolton is accused of slapping the child back in April at the daycare center at Christ United Methodist Church in Venice.
There was some red marks on the face, consistent with a slap or some kind of a strike to the face.
Bolton admits that she became frustrated while changing the baby's diaper. Peggy Gaughan lives near the church and the daycare. She was in shock over what happened.
Nobody should treat a child, an animal, anything like that. It is uncalled for.
A daycare worker had seen what transpired and informed the daycare's director, who immediately terminated Bolton. Christ United Methodist Church pastor Mike Hudson says all of their hearts are broken for the baby and his family, as well as for Bolton.
We want to extend grace and mercy to everyone, and at the same time do what's responsible and protect the kids, and so that's our goal, and that's what we want to see happen.
Bolton is charged with 1 count of child abuse without great bodily harm. She was taken into custody Friday night and granted a supervised release. Reporting from Venice, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Manatee County Sheriff's deputies have now responded to 6 homicide calls in the past 5 days. Deputies say they discovered a dead man in a car on Thursday. A suspect in that incident was later arrested and charged, but deputies are still looking for those responsible for a fatal shooting at a Longboat Key hotel after 2 workers were shot to death early Friday. And on Saturday, 2 men were found dead inside a home in Bayshore Gardens. And just hours later, a man's body was found in Sarasota. The sheriff's office believes the 2 incidents are connected and hopes the public may have some information.
Don't ever hesitate to let us know, because we may be able to really work with that information to make an arrest and solve a case.
The reward has now increased from $18,000 to $50,000 for anyone who can provide information about the double murder on Longboat Key.
The state is looking for more evidence about a growing number of videos showing shark abuse. And now lawmakers are considering legislation to better define state wildlife laws. Sarasota State Representative Alex Miller posted on Facebook that events like the ones recently posted on social media brings light to other animal abuse cases. She says if the action in those videos aren't considered prosecutable, she'll present a bill in the upcoming session that, quote, creates more clarity.
Developing overnight in Manatee County, firefighters have put out a house fire in Bradenton. Witnesses say the fire broke out inside a home on Usepa Drive, west of I-75. It started as a car fire, which is now contained, but the blaze continued burning into the attic. No word yet on if there were any injuries or how much the estimated cost of damages for this fire.
Be sure to watch your speed, especially in Charlotte County, where deputies are cracking down on those violating the rules of the road. They're keeping a close eye out for speeders on Cochran Boulevard near Port Charlotte High School and Spinnaker Boulevard near L.A. Ainger Middle School. Also, pay attention near traffic lights because deputies are patrolling on Tamiami Trail near the intersections of Midway Boulevard and Cochran Boulevard. School starts Thursday in Charlotte County.
Well, the Newtown community continues to mourn this morning after a woman known as the community nurse passed away over the weekend. Gwendolyn Atkins frequently taught health classes at the Robert L. Taylor Community Complex. Community historian Vicki Oldham met Atkins several times. She says looking after aging residents was only scratching the surface of what she did.
I was listening to her interview last night, and I just hope that her spirit rubs off on me, because it was so beautiful and it was a model of community service.
A service for Gwen Atkins is set for this Saturday, August 12th at the Light of the World International Church in Sarasota.
In less than 2 weeks, we will witness a very rare solar eclipse. South Carolina will be the closest location to Florida to witness the total eclipse, and that state is expecting 2 million visitors come August 21st. Florida will also see a partial eclipse between 75% and 90% based on location in the state. Sarasota County Libraries passed out free solar eclipse glasses from NASA yesterday. The agency has put out a warning against counterfeit glasses hitting the market.
You don't want to use the glasses if they're scratched, because that damages the lens, and then you can be in danger of damaging your eyes.
If you put them on and look at the sun and you have to squint or there's any pain to your eye, then those aren't good glasses.
Several Sarasota County libraries were out of glasses by lunchtime yesterday, but Manatee County libraries will be giving out more on August 17th. Sarasota County is saving more for their teen viewing at the Northport Library during the eclipse, and another viewing party is set for Oscar Shearer State Park in Osprey.
Well, a Suncoast rower is being called the best in the world. Sarasota crew's Clark Dean won the junior men's single sculls at the World Rowing Junior Championships in Lithuania over the weekend. Dean got a lead right from the start and held it into the entire race to win gold. The 17-year-old finished 3 seconds ahead of his nearest competitor, a rower from Germany. Dean still has another year of competing in the junior level of the sport. Big congratulations to Clark Dean, a world champion rower from right here on the Suncoast.
Wow. The city of Venice getting in on the latest rock craze. A group of people in Venice recently painted rocks and hid them at random places around the Suncoast. When you find one of these rocks, you're supposed to post it on the group's Facebook page. The group has grown so much, the Facebook page now has nearly 5,000 members. And Venice officials decided to commission a local artist to paint 10 rocks, city-themed, and hide them around the area.
They might be having a bad day. They come across one of these rocks and it might say something cute like, you know, smile or be happy.
So if you happen to find one of these rocks, you're urged to post it on Facebook and then re-hide the rock for someone else to find.
Have you guys seen any of these rocks before?
I have not heard of this concept.
Oh
Have
my
you?
gosh, yes. I've seen them out at church before. I've seen them at the Ringling Museum when I was out there with my sister.
Really?
They were all scattered I mean, not all of them, but I've seen them here and there. They're kind of cool. They're kind of fun. Like she said, brings a little cheer to your day.
Absolutely. I've never seen one.
Oh, well, we'll find you one. If I find one, I'll bring it in for you.
I never find anything.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Charlie Brown down there. I got a rock.
Oh.
We have some showers in the forecast a little bit later on. I think we'll all be finding a few of those over the course of the next couple days. Talk about that in a sec.
All right, thanks, John. Still ahead, we'll take a look at how sexting has become an issue across the country and how Suncoast schools and families are hoping to deal with that problem.
And later in the hour, talk of negotiating with North Korea to reduce tensions over weapons. A story at 5:33.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received J.D. Power Awards for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317, go online, or visit a Target store today.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Explore amazing merchants on the Suncoast. Find great prices, products, and services. Go to mysuncoast.com to buy local today. Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Our temperature already coming in at 78 degrees, starting off warm with the dew point value in the mid-70s, making it feel kind of steamy outside, bringing us a relative humidity of 90%. South-southeast wind comes in at about 3, and we have a few fair weather clouds out there, but nothing that's going to produce any rainfall for us today. No weather until we get into the second half of the afternoon, and then we'll start to see a few showers begin to build in inland areas, but it won't be till later in the day that we see a few showers around near the coastline. So currently across the region, 78 degrees in Wauchula, 77 degrees in Arcadia, 77 Mayaca, Parrish, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch at 78, 79 Longboat Key, same in Venice, Inglewood at 78, so is Northport and Punta Gorda. Across the region, it's dry this morning across all area roadways and will be throughout the morning hours. Got a few leftover showers out in Gulf waters, but those continue to press away from land, kind of pushed further and further into the Gulf by a general easterly wind flow, which will be kind of the name of the game over the next several days. That easterly wind is instrumental in bringing us our late day showers. They'll build in inland areas and then gradually drift back toward the coast, which is what we saw yesterday. That's some pretty good coverage, though. Got some nice rainfall out of it. If you look at some of the rainfall totals over the last 24 hours, these darker green patches that you see are the highest rainfall accumulations, and we've got some pretty good ones out there, over 2 inches in some parts of Charlotte County, and then some patches here and there of 1 inch plus rainfalls across the region, with most areas seeing less than a half an inch. I think today it'll be a very similar sort of situation. If you get some of those heavier rains, you'll be one of the luckier ones. Some of us will only see tenths of an inch of rain showers. Franklin made it on shore down in the Yucatan. It now moved over land during the overnight period. It continues on a trek that'll take it into the Bay of Campeche, and there's no change this morning in the forecast philosophy. It'll continue to move away from the state of Florida and have no impact on us whatsoever. Our weather driven by that ridge of high pressure and the winds on the underbelly of that system, bringing them out of the east across a large fetch of Atlantic waters and pushing showers in our general direction later in the day. That east wind hits up against our sea breeze, and our showers and thunderstorms explode later in the day. A series of low pressure areas ripple along a stalled frontal boundary, and again today the potential for some heavy rainfall exists. Atlanta may see enough rainfall there to cause some airport delays a little bit later on. Our showers gradually drift toward the coast, especially during the later evening. We'll start to see those move into the picture. Weather set up very similar to yesterday, west moving storms, but lots of sunshine for most of the day will boost our temperature to a warm temperature of about 93 again today. 40% chance of showers over the next several days, and I think 40 or 50% chance right straight through the 7-day forecast is a reasonable thing to expect. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at traffic in Manatee County, 301 State Road 70, seeing your biggest congestion. Other than that, not a whole lot really going on throughout that area, but there are some big slowdowns on Bee Ridge Road heading both directions. Also 41 heading southbound as you pass by the Stickney Point Bridge, also pass by Clark Road. So let us know if you see anything as to what's going on out there. In Venice, looks like it's pretty clear, not a whole lot going on throughout that area. 518 on your Tuesday morning.
Well, in today's social media world, school districts are forever on guard for what's called sexting.
That's right, including right here on the Suncoast. I sat down with one family to see how it's affecting them and what Manatee County schools are doing to combat that issue.
The internet and smartphones have become essential tools used daily, but many dangers still exist that could put your child at risk. One issue that continues to come to the forefront: sexting.
If we're seeing trends a certain way where things are happening, we try to get the word out to the community, the parents.
A recent study shows nearly 80% of middle to high school aged children are sexting, and it's a staggering statistic many parents can't bring themselves to believe.
What they don't realize is that can follow them throughout their life. And once you send that message or send that photo, you have zero control over it after that.
Unfortunately, sexting is happening more than you think between teens, even right here on the Suncoast, which is why the Conyers decided it was time to sit down with their 14-year-old son.
We had to have that conversation just a few months ago. When he was in middle school, we received a notification from school saying that there was sexting going on through Snapchat. And We were like, what's that? I never used Snapchat before.
Sexting scandals have broken out at numerous schools across the country, but luckily no major incidents have occurred in Manatee County. However, to protect the school district and its students, Manatee County Schools has implemented an extensive section in its code of conduct that explains the seriousness of these types of incidents. If a student is caught sexting, those caught sending explicit images, which could include the teen who took the picture, his or herself, could face suspension or expulsion. And if other students were involved, the offenders could face felony child pornography charges and even have to register as a sex offender.
Our charge is to make sure our kids are safe on campus and outside of campus as well. We want our students to be safe, and we want school to be a place where they can come and be the best they can be. So anything that can interfere with that, we most definitely are going to look into.
School officials and the Conyers alike say the best way to make sure your child isn't caught up in a sexting scandal this school year is as simple as being aware of what they're doing online.
Be vigilant in knowing what your students are doing, what your kids are doing online.
Parents really need to do the research because there's a lot of apps out there that even we're not aware of that look completely innocent that end up being, you know, harmful to kids.
Well, sexting is far from the only online activity that could land your child in a Suncoast courtroom. Tomorrow, we will dive deeper into cyberbullying, which can also cause some pretty bad results.
80% of kids in middle school are sexting?
Yep, I have that report linked on my Facebook page, so people can go look there and see that whole report that's on there.
80%?
Yes, it's ages 12 to 18, so pretty high number. You don't know about it until you have that conversation. It's not a fun conversation to have, but you want your kids to be safe.
I wouldn't think that many kids were so bold to do that.
Well,
that's what I know. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll tell you why Apple has created an official Instagram account showcasing certain photos.
And coming up at 5:30, Trump responds to news of his dwindling poll numbers. We'll tell you what he said and where he's currently polling when we come back.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
This is important news for women who were administered chemotherapy intravenously for breast cancer and then suffered permanent hair loss. Some women administered the breast cancer chemotherapy drug Taxotere have suffered from permanent hair loss on scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. If you suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy for breast cancer, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Hey, this is your show too. Love to get your feedback. You can write to us at any of the addresses, to Ray or Jacqueline or John.
Yes, we would love to see some of the pictures that you guys are seeing out and about. Feel free to send them to us and we can have you featured right here on Good Morning Suncoast. So make sure to send them our way.
All right, 5:24 on your Tuesday morning.
Well, T-Mobile has the new plan that allows people over the age of 55 years to get 2 lines for $60.
And you've heard of cars without drivers, and now there's talk about planes without pilots. ABC's Diane Macedo and Candace Gibson have details.
In today's Tech Bites, could robots soon be flying your plane?
UBS has released a report saying that remotely controlled airliners could be taking off within 8 years.
But passengers aren't on board yet with that idea. Only about 1 in 5 people surveyed said they would take a pilotless flight.
T-Mobile is introducing a new 55-plus plan.
It's offering seniors 2 lines for only $60 a month, but unlike other carriers, this is a full-fledged smartphone plan with unlimited data.
And Apple is now on Instagram. The company is showing off photos shot on iPhones by us.
Apple curators will look for the hashtag shot on iPhone and ask the creator for permission to share them on Apple's official Instagram account. Your photo could be next.
Haven't we always been shooting on iPhones on Instagram?
I mean, have they seen my selfie game?
Well, that's true. There are plenty of those.
Those are your Tech Bites.
Have a good one.
Tech Bites. Brought to you by Kellogg.
Women are amazing. Our bodies grow babies. We run marathons, companies, solve problems. How? We eat. We eat almonds, strawberries, quinoa, and yeah, we eat chocolate. We eat in sweatpants, in skirts. We eat alone and together. Women are strong. We eat and we own it. Special K.
When allergy symptoms are at their worst, kids are not at their best, which makes New Children's Zysol a wise choice for 24-hour relief. It relieves symptoms while they sleep, so they'll wake to a full day of allergy relief and live happily ever after. So be wise all. Try New Children's Zysol.
If you use denture paste instead of Seabond seals, your dentures may not hold as strong all day. Only Seabond has gradual release technology, so it holds 75% stronger all day versus the leading paste without the ooze. Seabond, stronger hold all day.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 78.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Attention! Royal Seas Cruises has just announced their deal of the day, a $99 Caribbean cruise for 2 people. This amazing cruise deal to the Bahamas is only available to the first 500 callers who register in your area today. So get ready to write down this number and act fast. We know that the best type of traveler is a repeat guest, so we're offering this $99 Caribbean cruise to prove it. That's $99 per couple, including your stateroom, all your delicious meals, full spa, live entertainment, 3 kids clubs, and more. more. Come see why we were voted one of the top 10 best overall cruises by Cruise Critic. We're so sure you'll enjoy yourself and become a repeat customer that you're getting this deal of the day for the unbelievable low price of just $99 per couple. But you've got to act fast. Pick up the phone and be one of the first 500 callers to take the Caribbean cruise of a lifetime for just $99 per couple. Call right now or log on to royalcruisenow.com.
Call 800-906-0489.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, pushing North Korea to negotiate. We'll tell you about the possibility of diplomacy to end missile testing.
Plus, one of the Sunshine State's largest counties is fighting for the right to remain a sanctuary community. We'll tell you how much funding they stand to lose.
And a lack of bus drivers may cause some serious issues in Manatee County. We'll have a live report. Those stories right now on Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And good morning, up to 5:30 now on this Tuesday, August the 8th. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. So glad to have you with us on this Tuesday. Let's check in with meteorologist John Scalzi. John, that rain was coming down hard last night for a little while.
Buckets. It came in bucket. Yeah, it really did. Came down heavy. That's kind of the situation we're going to have again today. Those showers will build in inland areas. They'll drift closer to the coast. And once they get along the interstate, boom, they're going to explode as they encounter our local sea breezes. Right now, we have a few showers out in Gulf waters, or a few flowers. Either one, I guess, is fine. A few showers out in Gulf waters that continue to press away from land. Those are not an issue, but you may see some of the clouds as you wake up this morning and look out over the Gulf. Otherwise, plenty of sunshine helps boost our temperatures today. Only a few fair weather clouds in the picture. Those fair weather clouds do not have any rainfall in them, by the way. We'll watch those showers as we head into the afternoon, begin to build late in the day, and then as we head into the sunset hours and just slightly thereafter, we'll watch the showers move out into the Gulf and dissipate. Rain chance, 40 or 50%, a little bit later on. Complete forecast coming up in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. A little build up on 301 northbound as you head toward downtown Braden. Otherwise pretty clear right now in Manatee County. More issues there in Sarasota County, right along the bayfront in the southbound lane as you pass by, say, Marina Jack and the O'Leary's area. Also northbound 41 as you approach the 301 split near Bay Vista. Also, you'll see an issue there just south of Clark Road on 41. Otherwise, the South County map checking pretty clear right now at 5:32 on your Tuesday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, we are just 2 days away from the start of the school year in Manatee County, but the district still needs bus drivers.
That shortage could mean delays en routes, but a new app will now allow parents to track their child's bus in real time. Let's go live now to Manatee County and reporter Jess Dowdrick. Jess?
Good morning, Jacqueline and Ray. Manatee County School District buses 16,000 students each and every year. That's about 175 bus routes. Now, going into the school year, which starts on Thursday, the district is still looking for another 10 to 20 bus drivers. The good news is, as soon as October, a new app and online website for the district will allow parents to track their child's school bus. The district is hoping it will give parents comfort in knowing exactly when their children will be dropped off or picked up for school, especially when there are delays. The app will update every 15 seconds, so all of the data will be in real time. Now, right now, the district is testing the app and hope to have it out to parents by October. Right now, the district is testing the app, like I said, and parents should expect some delays at the start of the school year.
So the first month is really trying to solidify the routes. Once those are in place, then we'll be able to better manage the on-time performance of our school buses.
Now, only parents will be able to access this app and online website, and parents will only be able to see that child's routes, the ones that are theirs. That's obviously for safety reasons. Now, if you're interested in becoming a bus driver, you do not need a CDL license. You simply need 5 years of driving experience, a clean background, and a good driving record. If you want to apply, you can go to the Manatee County School District's website. Reporting live in Manatee County, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thanks so much, Jess. Turning to politics now, a new poll showing the president's approval rating is at its lowest point.
And it's President Trump's numbers among Republicans that have some of the administration admitting there is some work to do. The president remains undeterred and launching another Twitter tirade. ABC's Ariel Reshef has the latest.
The president spending more than 2 weeks away from the White House after a turbulent first 6 months in office. The most recent CNN polling putting Donald Trump's approval rating at just 38%. His favorability among Republicans, 59%.
It needs to go up. They are telling him, just enact your program.
Still, the commander-in-chief isn't putting too much stock in the findings, tweeting, the Trump base is bigger and stronger than ever before, despite phony fake news polling. The president pointing to rallies in Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Iowa as evidence of solid support. On Monday, Trump unleashing a Twitter tirade targeting Democratic Senator Richard Blumenthal. The president reviving an old embarrassment for the lawmaker who once apologized for insinuating he served in the Vietnam War. Interesting to watch Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut talking about hoax Russia collusion when he was a phony Vietnam con artist, Trump tweeted. The president incensed after Blumenthal criticized the Justice Department's war on would-be leakers.
I'm very concerned that the Department of Justice is weaponizing these laws for its personal and political ends.
In that interview, Blumenthal also embracing special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into possible collusion with the Russians. And the senator not backing down.
I won't be distracted by these bullying tweets. If anything, they strengthen my resolve.
President Trump also taking to Twitter to blast the New York Times and lamenting what he saw as a lack of media coverage about the latest sanctions on North Korea. Ariel Reshef, ABC News, Washington.
Well, North Korea is vowing revenge against the U.S. after the United Nations agreed on crippling new sanctions for the country. North Koreans gathered in the street to see how the regime's response to the new sanctions would be. It's the toughest ever passed by the United Nations against the country, and with a unanimous vote. North Korea promising to reciprocate 1,000-fold for what it called America's villainous actions against our country and people. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is in Asia pressing all parties, especially China, to stick to those sanctions.
Well, the best signal that North Korea could give us that they're prepared to talk would be to stop these missile launches. We've not had an extended period of time where they have not taken some type of provocative action by launching ballistic missiles.
The UN Security Council's sanctions against North Korea are expected to cost the regime nearly $1 billion a year.
It is 5:37 now. A manhunt is underway in Missouri for a man who shot and killed a police officer. Officer Gary Michael was making a traffic stop on Sunday when a driver pulled out a gun and opened fire. 39-year-old Ian McCarthy has been identified as the suspect. Michael was able to return fire, but it's unclear if the driver was hit. The driver sped off, crashed his car, and ran off. Officer Michael had been with the force for less than a year.
Emergency crews in San Antonio are trying to rescue people stranded by intense flooding. One dramatic recovery all caught on camera. Firefighters extended their ladders to reach one man who got caught trying to drive through high rushing water. Less than half a mile away, firefighters had to use a boat to rescue a woman who was trapped on top of her car. That woman could now face charges for endangering the lives of first responders.
Back in Florida, Miami-Dade County is no longer a sanctuary county and will therefore will receive nearly $500,000 from the federal government. County officials have complied with President Trump's request to no longer be a safe haven for immigration violators. So now the Department of Justice will give a police grant worth $480,000. This is the largest jurisdiction to make changes based on the president's order. The city of Chicago is suing over the loss of federal funds for not altering its immigration policy. The exact amount of that funding could be lost is still unclear, but President Trump has requested to end federal funding to areas defying the government's request to end these areas.
The legal dispute continues this morning over Florida's newest lethal injection drug. A death row inmate is challenging the state's newly adopted lethal injection procedure. Mark James Assay is scheduled to be executed later this month, and he would be the first person to be injected with a triple drug lethal injection procedure. That procedure, which has never been used in Florida or any other state, would sedate prisoners before injecting them with a paralytic and a heart-stopping drug. Meanwhile, Attorney General Pam Bondi's lawyers want the Florida Supreme Court to reject that death row inmate's appeal.
For the first time in nearly 30 years, Florida wildlife officials are considering letting fishermen reel in Goliath grouper. The massive fish can weigh up to 800 pounds and reach 8 feet long. Goliath grouper has not been legally harvested since 1990 due to overfishing. Since that time, the population has substantially recovered. The Conservation Commission says there are now a significant number of the fish in some parts of the state.
Some folks in South Florida in particular may see a lot of these when they're out fishing for other species, may have a difficult time pulling up the species that they're targeting because Goliath grouper might be taking their fish off the line, or maybe they're targeting a species and they keep catching Goliath grouper.
The FWC says any harvest of Goliath grouper would likely be extremely limited in both the number of tags issued and the number of fish allowed to be caught by one person.
Well, the happiest place on earth has now placed a statue at their Grand Floridian Hotel to memorialize 2-year-old Lane Thomas Graves. Graves was killed last year in an alligator attack on resort grounds at Disney World. The lighthouse on the memorial is the symbol of the Lane Thomas Graves Foundation, which supports organ donations for children. The Graves family hopes that memorial and foundation will serve as a beacon of hope for families going through tough situations.
That massive sinkhole in Pasco County is now on the brink of swallowing up a 7th home. This follows 2 on Sunday, 2 on Friday, and 2 other homes that were destroyed when the sinkhole opened last month. It now stretches about 260 feet at its widest point. The question is, how big can it get?
It's hard for us to tell. What we do know is there was a lot of sinkhole activity in this area prior to this. Many of the homes had sinkhole mitigation.
Contractors have been working to clean debris from the sinkhole, but work has been temporarily halted after large chunks of it crumbled inward.
Well, if you're looking for a job, it's time to get those resumes ready. Hundreds of positions are up for grabs at the Tampa International Airport. The airport is hosting its 8th Concessions Job Fair next Monday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Hillsborough County Aviation Authority boardroom. Concession companies are looking to fill more than 250 positions for shops and restaurants throughout the airport, including 60 jobs for the new terminal getaway spas. I didn't know they had spas at the airport.
Wow.
Fancy.
Nice. Some days you need them, I think.
Exactly.
I know the Atlanta airport has a place you can go take a nap.
Yeah.
You can go buy half an hour or an hour in a private room.
Yeah.
No couples allowed.
No. My wife uses that a lot.
Is that right?
Lot, yeah, because they're all, the airport delays, whatever. Right. Sometimes you've got no place else to go. It's a great idea.
Yeah, how many times do you want to, you have one of those delays, maybe a nice massage might be nice. The spa sounds relaxing, you know?
Yeah. Yes. That's a good idea as well. Showers in the forecast, talk about that in a minute.
All right. Still ahead, controlling your hunger can be difficult when trying to lose weight.
But certain foods can be not only nutritional, but most importantly, filling. We'll have a selection of meals to tame your appetite up next in Health Smart.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple, take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
A 78-degree air temperature with a dew point of 75 brings us 90% relative humidity outside. You may have to run those intermittent wipers to get some of the dew off your windshield. I know I did on the way in. That's how thick the moisture is out there. 78 degrees in Wauchula, Arcadia, Mayaca as well, closer to the coast. Pretty much the same 78 in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Parrish, Bradenton, Northport. 80 degrees in Inglewood, 79 degrees in Venice, 80 degrees Longboat Key. If you're looking out over the Gulf waters, you may notice a few clouds out there. There are some showers in progress, kind of in the progress of dying out, actually. They're continuing to push further away from our shoreline as a general easterly wind can still be felt across the peninsula. Right now, your morning commute will be rain-free. There's nothing here that bodes any kind of rainfall during the morning hours. Had some good showers last night, though, and some of the totals were impressive. Over 2-inch rainfalls in some parts of Charlotte County. I think we have a potential of seeing a few isolated heavier rainfalls a little later on today as well. But the general rainfall across the region will probably be, again, in the half-inch or less category. We have a trough of low pressure that's still stalled out across the center part of the country. This again will be a focal point for showers and thunderstorms. And if you're traveling today and heading to the Atlanta airport, say, you may encounter some showers and maybe some airport delays because of the thunderstorm activity in the vicinity of the airport a little bit later on this afternoon. High pressure, the dominant weather feature in our weather picture, bringing us again an easterly wind flow. That easterly wind colliding with our sea breeze, keeping showers in the picture. And of course, Franklin now moving onshore, has moved onshore actually, about to move offshore a little bit later on today and maybe regenerate. High pressure brings the east wind. Showers line up along the spine of the state just as they did yesterday. They generally move closer to our coastline and then hit our sea breeze front. That sea breeze wind that builds in the afternoon will cause some of these showers to become stronger, and as they move to the coast, dump plentiful amounts of rainfall. Just like yesterday, west moving storms will gradually die out in Gulf waters, but we'll have lots of sunshine for most of the day, and it will be a warm one. There's Franklin, now onshore. Further out to sea, we continue to monitor this cluster of clouds in the mid-Atlantic, but really it has only about a 20% chance of showers as it moves off toward the north and to the east. Franklin continues on a track that will take it toward the midsection of Mexico as we head into later part of the week, probably about Thursday. Chance of rain about 40 or 50% this week. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, John. Taking a look at traffic this morning, not a whole lot going on, pretty quiet throughout Manatee County. I-75 looking good if you're heading throughout that area this morning. In Sarasota County, still some slowdowns over by the Bayfront, also 41 heading southbound. Some more cars on the roadway as you head across Bee Ridge Road and Clark Road, of course. And South County looking pretty quiet, not a whole lot going on across that area. 549 on your Tuesday morning. In this hour's Health Smart, we all know there's no magic secret for weight loss. Wish there was.
You're not kidding, but there are foods that can give you an edge in controlling your hunger. Kim Hutcherson has today's Health Minute.
Sometimes losing weight isn't a matter of following a strict diet, but rather eating foods that work for you rather than against you. Here are some foods that offer a satisfying sense of fullness and can help keep your appetite in check. Greek yogurt is thicker, creamier, and has more protein than its regular yogurt counterparts. That protein can keep you feeling full. Avocados are packed with healthy fats and oleic acid, an omega-9 fatty acid, both of which can be helpful for controlling hunger. Red chili peppers contain capsaicin. It's the compound that gives the peppers their heat, and research suggests it may help curb hunger. Barley is a natural appetite suppressant. The grain contains a unique combination of dietary fibers that make it extra filling. Spinach is a source of thylakoids, the chlorophyll-bearing parts of green leaves. Studies have indicated that thylakoids may be helpful in reducing the amount of food we eat. And finally, flaxseed is rich in two natural appetite suppressants, omega-3 fats and fiber. Another tip, try having a small salad or cup of soup before meals. Both have been associated with increased fullness and decreased calorie intake. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
I like her tip of eating a salad first. Sometimes I try and eat my vegetables or something that's a little healthier than some rice or some bread.
All good ideas. 5:51, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. We'll update your day's local news headlines, and
this 90-year-old keeps serving up shots on the tennis court. We'll have his story and why he says it's never too late to try new things.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah.
I'm Alan Cohn. College kids and drugs. What are our schools doing to help kids that are having problems with drugs on campus?
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
That is a shot from the Ringling Causeway, a little peek of the moon up there, right, John?
Looks like it.
Looks very nice out there.
Oh, there it is. And I get your bearings. All right, sidewalk.
All right, 5:54 this morning. Let's take a look at some of the top local stories here on the Suncoast.
The reward has now jumped to $50,000 to find the killer who shot 2 workers at a Longboat Key resort Friday morning. The front desk clerk and overnight security guard were killed inside the new Zota Beach resort.
Plus, a Venice daycare worker is facing charges for slapping a 9-month-old baby while changing a diaper, allegedly. That woman admits that she was frustrated.
And a sinkhole in Pasco County continues to grow north of the Bay Area. A 7th house has now been condemned.
Finally this hour, Ed Parker is a guy who proves it's never too late to try something new. Take a look at him. He took up playing tennis when he was 60 years old. Now, 30 years later, it's still his favorite pastime. His tennis hobby started when he retired from printing industry in Montgomery, Alabama 30 years ago. He was looking for something to do in his free time, and despite his age, he assures skeptics that nobody on his court goes easy on him. Parker doesn't plan on hanging up that racket anytime soon. Good for him, getting out there and getting active.
Wow. Sport of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know about that. You're a big tennis player.
I've been playing since I was 7 years old. Played every day since.
Really?
Well,
Wow.
probably 4 out of 7 days a week. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll do a story on you when you get to 90 years old still playing tennis.
Don't rush me. We'll have more news after this. Stay with us.